Today's operator signal is this: AI agents need a proof layer. We have spent months talking about whether agents can use tools, browse pages, write code, and connect to systems. The more important question now is whether the work can be trained, tested, governed, and reproduced. The last 48 hours give us a useful pattern. Agent reliability is becoming an operating discipline. Start with Microsoft's SkillOpt research from June 30th. SkillOpt treats an agent skill file as a trainable parameter outside a frozen model. Instead of hand-editing prompts and hoping behavior improves, it runs the agent, studies the trajectory, proposes bounded text edits, and accepts a new skill only if it passes a held-out validation gate. Microsoft says SkillOpt was best or tied for best across 52 evaluation cells, covering 6 benchmarks, 7 models, and 3 execution modes. Operator implication: the durable asset may not be the prompt, it may be the tested, versioned, reusable skill file that explains how the agent should gather evidence, use tools, verify work, and format output. Second, OpenAI introduced GeneBench-Pro, a benchmark for computational biology agents. The signal is not biology alone. It measures whether agents can navigate ambiguity, choose the right analysis path, revise assumptions, and know when a result is decision ready. It includes 129 questions across 10 domains. OpenAI says its strongest model, GPT 5.6 Sol, solved 28.7% at the highest reasoning level, or 31.5% in pro mode. That is progress. But it also shows frontier agents still solve fewer than 1/3 of these judgment-heavy problems. Operator implication: if the workflow requires expert judgment, do not measure it only with task completion. Measure assumptions, diagnostics, decision quality, and failure modes. Third, AWS announced a $1 billion forward-deployed engineering organization to embed AI experts with customers. The promise is to compress agentic AI deployments from months to days while leaving customers self-sufficient. The important technical piece is the semantic layer in the customer's AWS account, enterprise data sources, enriched metadata, a governed knowledge graph, runbooks, architecture docs, and trained internal champions. Production AI is less about model handoff and more about transferring operating capability into the customer's environment. Fourth, Microsoft Security published a practical warning about agents moving from reading to acting. In its MCP tool poisoning scenario, a trusted tool's description is silently modified and the agent treats that metadata like instructions. The result can be data exfiltration through actions that appear individually legitimate. Microsoft's mitigation principle is useful. Treat MCP servers as supply chain dependencies, treat tool descriptions as system prompts, and apply least agency, not just least privilege. Fifth, Perforce announced updates around Perforce intelligence, including an agentic gateway, autonomous testing, and unified compliance. The gateway is positioned as an orchestration layer for the AI-driven development lifecycle, managing MCPs, reducing token consumption, and improving compliance. The testing layer lets users describe validation in natural language and have AI execute across web, mobile, desktop performance, accessibility, and API context. This is another proof layer signal. Agentic software delivery needs gateways, tests, policy enforcement, and audit evidence built into the workflow. Finally, Jamf launched AI governance for Mac. It gives IT and security teams visibility into AI tools running across managed Mac fleets, policy controls, and audit-ready reporting. It supports Claude Code, Claude Desktop, and OpenAI Codex with controls for model access, tenancy, network permissions, file system access, and MCP server restrictions. Operator implication: local and developer-side AI is now part of the governance surface. If agents run on endpoints, governance cannot live only in the cloud. Put this together and the pattern is clear. The next AI advantage is not giving agents more power. It is proving that agents can improve safely, make sound judgments, operate in production environments, use tools without hidden supply chain risk, pass tests and leave evidence. The playbook is direct. Turn prompts into versioned skills with test cases and validation gates. For expert workflows, evaluate judgment quality, not just final answers. Build deployments around semantic context, runbooks, and internal champions. Treat every MCP server, tool description, and endpoint agent as a production dependency. Add least agency controls, what the agent may read, what it may write, when it must ask, and what evidence it must log. The takeaway: agents do not become trustworthy because they are powerful. They become useful when their work can be trained, tested, constrained, audited, and improved.